How are you doing, guys? Kahlo S1991 here, back for another leaderboard update. So we've just finished up the USPGA Championship at Valhalla. Absolutely fantastic tournament, some fantastic scores to match it. Um, and we have a first-time winner on the tour, so it's Ian Sweeney, who's is a new member to the tour. You guys will recognise him for those who played the TGC tours. Um, Shot there like 3 rounds in the 50s, 1 round of 60 for 49 under par. Absolutely fantastic shooting and a well-deserved champion. In second place, then we have Mark Custard there again, another person you'll recognise from the TGC tours. Actually, you'll recognise most of the first page there, but excellent scores there: 44 under par, 41 then in third for Hughes Hokie, and 38 under par there for Hippie Stein. Further on down, you'll see the top are in fifth and sixth place. So you've CF Gibb 2, who shot 35 under par. I was kind of hoping myself that my 63 might be enough to get myself into that top 5, but no, he shot a very nice round of 60 in the final round to solidify his spot, even though he started the day out just one shot ahead of me. Managed to get a nice gap of 4 there and give him a little bit of comfort for that 5th spot. So then in 7th place, then we've Loco Toro, so my fellow countryman there, 27 under par, 4 excellent rounds. Shot 2 very good rounds of 63 in round 1 and 2. Round 3, again, maybe the putts just didn't drop for him as much as they did in the previous rounds. But very good round all the same, 67 and 64. Then we've John there, who won last week at Druids Glen. Another good tournament from him, another top 10, excellent shooting at 25 under. And then we have the Priest there and Paris 548 at 22 under par. Again, excellent scores and very well done in getting into the top 10. So we're going to move on down to the next page of the leaderboard there. Again, like we can see, the scores were very tight. I mean, there's 4 shots there that's kind of separating the top 20 there from the top 10. So we've Paul, we've Stephen, there's a couple of players there as well, all in that 20 under par bracket. So again, very unlucky to miss out on that top 10 position. I'm sure they could go back to their rounds and kind of look at a putt here and a putt there. Then, maybe if that went in, that could have changed everything and at least pushed them a little further up the leaderboard. But all the same, excellent tournament from them. Fajwacker there then in 17th place at 17 under par as well. Excellent tournament from him. On the outside looking in at the moment from a Ryder Cup position, but when the points and stats are updated later on this week, we should see him definitely in a more favourable position and hopefully nearing in on a spot on the bottom of that team. So just moving on down into the next page then. So we have sniped again. So Eric again played very well. He rushed and rushed to get those last few rounds in last night, panicking to get those in. So fair play, excellent stuff. 2 final good rounds, 67, 66, get in on 15 under par. Didn't have the greatest of fun in round 2, but I don't think an awful lot of people did. I'd love to spend the time and go through the score average for that day, but you can see just looking at that page of the leaderboard, nearly everyone had a really decent round in the first round. I'd say the average there must be at least six under par, and then looking on the other side of it, I'd say maybe if they broke 1 or 2 under par. So the pin positions were definitely an awful lot more difficult in round 2 than they were in the for all the other locations throughout the tournament. So it definitely made things an awful lot harder. Then we have just further down the list there, I'm looking at Collins 27. So Tim, again, first tournament on the society, so excellent shooting from him. Definitely getting used to this new setup that we have had in place all season. So again, very good to get to that 12 under par, and very well done and congratulations on getting inside the top 30 there. So I just love if this could keep up with me, because I feel like I'm hitting this 2 or 3 times just to get the screen to move on. So here we have again in 30. So again, an awful lot of players here we see week in, week out. So don't give a shit. I'm assuming that's a play on something I'm going to let you add that one up for yourself. A very North American looking side or looking page of the leaderboard. Quite a few of our Canadian and US players on here. Troy Schrader there gets in at -2 for to get his top 40 place. Again, also in the hunt for a Ryder Cup spot. So I'm hoping there that those 2 points and coins and everything else like that can help him edge that a little bit closer. While we only have, I think, is it 9 events left as of today. So the pressure is on, but I'm sure he's up for it all the same. And we're going to move on here again. So again, some excellent scores coming here. Some of the guys just again, like you can see that comparison there. We were talking about it earlier on about those round 2 pin positions, and you can see the difference there between round 1 and round 2, and then round 2 and the rest of the rounds as well. That people did find those pins quite difficult, and that maybe was a breaker for some people in this tournament. Like you can see there, MG2 there played really well in round 3 and 4, but that round 2 just seemed to separate him quite a bit from the rest of the field and pushed him a little further down. But again, great overall shooting from the guys, and in the toughest conditions, and hopefully we can see them push up a little further as the season kind of comes to a close. So yes, I'm Rob there at 11 over again. Strangely enough, the round 2 wasn't the most difficult one for him. He seemed to manage those pin positions better than others on that day. But again, the 85 on round 3 really cost him there, and definitely pushed him well down outside the top 30, down to just inside the top 50 there. Moving on down as well, we've CRR 007 again. Never really got it going this week. Usually has it a little bit better up, but again, those tough conditions just really made it a little bit more difficult this week than normal. Again, Ian Cook here, used to seeing him a bit higher than that, and I know he'll be disappointed with it, but again, he's playing an awful lot better. Like I said in previous videos, I've played a few rounds with him recently, and the guy is playing fantastic. His putting is getting there. His overall shot shaping is definitely improving as well. So we'll be looking for him to rise up again after this tournament. I'm sure he won't be too happy with that 81 in round 4, but he knows what he can do, and we'll be seeing him back inside the top 30, top 20 very soon. So just wanted to give you a little update there on what tournaments coming up at the moment. So just gone live this morning is the Smurfit European Open. So just in case you're wondering what tournament is that, I've never heard of it. It's not on the European Tour. It's not on the PGA Tour. So what that is it's basically an old tournament that used to be on the tour a couple of years ago. One that I grew up going to see up in the K Club. Getting to see an awful lot of the greats of European golf from roughly 98, 99 till about 2007, which is when the tournament ended. So I really wanted to take that opportunity to put that into the schedule today. So it's not a current tour event. It's a past event, but again, just bringing back those childhood memories, I wanted to include that in the tournament. So we're going here for the next 3 days. It's only a 2-round quick event. So it's at Dunholm Manor is what it's known as in the game, but it's the K Club, and that is the Palmer course, so the Ryder Cup course, for those of you unfamiliar with it. So Ryder Cup 2006 was held here, in which the Europeans beat the Americans. Now we're not going to go in and take a look at any leaderboard just yet. I'm going to play a quick round later on and kind of go through the course and everything with you later on. But that's there. It's also our 7th event in the Rolex Series. So the Rolex Series is starting to come to a close. We have the Smurfit European Open, and I can't remember what the last event is. I think the last event is the British Masters at the Belfry. So the entry fee for this is 800 coins. There's a 90% payout on that, and a lovely 10,000 coin bonus as well, just like there is with all our Rolex Series events. We'll also have a update on the Rolex Series after this event is over for anyone who isn't entirely sure how it's looking just yet. The top 3 at the moment is Hippie Stein number 1. Then we have Coquicco, which is George in 2nd position. Then third is a tie between myself and GW Hope, which is John. So all in with a chance. I think beyond third place, we'll find it very, very tough. But in order to win, they're definitely going to have to win both events and stop Scotty from winning week 7 and week 8. Obviously, if he wins any one of those events, it's pretty much over from there. But we still have an opportunity, and we're going to do our very best. So, guys, thanks for tuning in for this update. And like I said, I'll be back to you very soon. Hopefully within the next hour or two. Going to play my first round at the Smurfit European Open. Going to go through a little bit of the course itself, maybe some memories I have from going to the tournament, and hopefully I'll actually play a nice decent round with it as well. So guys, again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat to you very soon. Good luck.